Good morning YouTube, my name's Reed. I'll be doing another wet shaver review today. Today I'm going to be reviewing a soap that a woman out in California, we all know her. She is the owner and proprietor of Ginger's Garden. She, Arena. She was gracious enough to allow me to be one of her samplers for her brand new soap, Enigma. And it came in a small jar like this. The soap at first blush, I wanted to wait until this time to do this review so I could probably give it a proper review with shave. Came in a small container, and at first blush it smelled very wonderful. It's almost kind of, to me, almost a slight feminine quality to it, but you can smell the cedar and the, I guess, marshmallowy thing she was looking at. So the soap has a really nice consistency to it. It's a soft soap. So, all right. First off, I've had it inside my skull. I've put the mod in there, and I put some water in it and let it sit so I can blow it out. So we're gonna get started with that. Seeing as how it's wonderfully early this morning. As always, whenever I do these reviews, I always wait until I at least have a 2 days worth of growth. Using today because I'm going to shave over the weekend. So I want to give this a fair shot. Like with all my other reviews I've done thus far, I always use the same elements in my I always do it in a bowl of lather. I will be using my Mercur fruit churn with lattice blade, as always. I do this simply because I want the soap to simply work as itself. I don't want to have any other different variables in this. I always use the same brush, same blade, same razor, and the same bowl, and 2 days worth of growth. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started on this. I've already pre-wet my brush. I'm using an Omega, so shake out the excess here. I like to bowl lather. There was a great article / video that Douglas Smythe did on how to grow a mustache. If you haven't gotten a chance to check out this video, I really wish that you would. It's a great video on blooming a soap, because you get the artisan's view, or their true view of their product. That's why I always bowl lather. I like bowl lathering simply because it blooms the soap so wonderfully, and you definitely know what you're going to about to put on your face. Now, with this Enigma, it's a very, wow, so far it's done very well. Haven't really had to work too hard to get this lathered, and that's always a good thing. If you don't have to work hard to get the lather, nothing worse than having a soap that you're sitting there grinding away in a bowl and you're not getting anywhere with it. Now, I'm not really a sensologist, if you will, but I do like the smell of this. You can definitely smell like a woodsy cedar to it, and it's got a mixture of a slight sweetness. I don't like comparing any brand to any brand at all. This does have a familiarity to another soap I have, but I'd rather not put names on it. Each person has, and I'm not going to make offense to it, but it has a slight resemblance to it. So, yes, very nice. Alright, we're going to start with the shave. So far, the soap has got a really nice, very slick quality to it so far. I'll wet my face here. I prepped with a shave, or a hot shower prior to this shave. The reason for that is, once again, I'm not putting any pre-shave oil, putting anything else on, just wet face. Try to reduce the variables. Wow, that's
Nice rich lather. Now Rita has gotten a lot of good soaps out there. I haven't tried a whole lot of hers. The only two that I have is this Enigma and a sample of her Arctic Mud. Now the Arctic Mud is just as good, but we're not talking about Arctic Mud today. But it's another one to try. The Enigma soap is one of her new lines. She has yet to make an aftershave for this, which I'm liking this so far, and I liked it from the day I got the package, which was about 5 days ago. But I have to say, if she's going to put this line out, I think an aftershave would be very complimentary to this. I wouldn't mind wearing it as an aftershave / cologne. It actually smells really nice. The thing about these reviews is it's a lot of opinion, and it's a lot of just a personal view on it. I'm in no way any kind of expert when it comes to soap making, like you know, Bill Case Coles and or Chris Cullen or Douglas Smythe, all of them. I'm just an average guy that does a review of soaps that artisans come out with, and I do like all local artisans. Unfortunately, here in Louisiana, there are none, at least none local anyway. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and do this first pass and see how well it does. Yeah, they're good to review this morning. I know I'm a little kind of scatterbrained this morning. It is 4 o'clock in the morning here before work. So far, the soap is holding up really well, both on my face and in the bowl. A lot of people ask me the same question, at least people that have seen my videos. They ask questions like, why do you use the same razor and the same blade? And like I said at the beginning, I like to keep the variables to a minimum. Reason why is because I've used the lattice blade and my recurve during this time, and I don't nick myself as much or if at all anymore. This is a sharp blade for me, not as sharp as a feather, but as I use this, it is a telltale sign whether or not the soap's even worth it or not. If I start cutting myself right off the bat, it's a good sign that the soap is not providing the cushion or the protection that it's designed to do. So I'm really making the soap work. Now, whether there's a science to that, I don't know, but I do know that is my method, and I'll know pretty much within the first, usually right now, before I get this done, I'll know. Well, I'll really know too is right down here. This is where I have the most opportunity to nick myself. I've always had a problem with doing my neck, but with this blade, I don't. So far, this smell is really pleasant. Like I said, it's got to me, it's got a slight feminine quality to it. It's got like just a hint of like a rose or some flowery in there. Probably not in there, just probably my nose and the way I interpret smells. It's kind of a funny science with that I've read up on, that just because what I would consider the smell of chocolate or something, others may find another smell in it. It's kind of the weird thing about smells. But with me, it's got that little bit of quality, but I can still smell the the powering notes is that woodsy cedar smell. It's definitely an Enigma. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is a nick-free shave. First pass, anyway. Have to say, Irina, with that first pass, I am very happy with that. I really hope that you come out with a small line of this, maybe a limited production of it after these reviews come in. I hope that you continue on with some of these great smells. I really, really appreciate you letting me get the opportunity to try this out today. If anyone's trying to find a new soap or haven't tried her out yet, remember to check out Ginger's Garden. She's on the Wet Shade Review. She posts quite often with some of her newest items out there. And also, I'm going to do a little PSA for her, because I know this is something that's probably near and dear to her. For those of you out there that are using essential oils other than their intended purposes, no. Apparently there's a lot of danger in this. I've read a lot of literature after Irina's posts about the misuse of essential oils. They are very dangerous if they're not used properly. Leave those up to people that, they belong in like a bowl for smell, for scents, and mixing it with it. A lot of these people are taking this stuff internally, so not a good idea. Irina, I'm glad you're doing what you're doing, kind of bring an awareness to something that I didn't think would be necessarily a problem, but apparently it is. So, a little PSA announcement for that. So, if you know anybody who's misusing these essential oils, it could be detrimental to their health. So, keep an eye out on that. Use these things for what they're intended for. Put a few drops inside, like an aftershave or something like that, or a witch hazel or something like that, to make your own cup of smell. But please be careful with that. Don't be taking that stuff internally. I don't know why anybody would take essential oils internally, but weird. So once again, Irina, I'd like to thank you again for the opportunity to try out your brand new soap, Enigma. It is definitely worthy of its name. It's got a very puzzling smell to it, but very wonderful for a man scent. So, and I think this would also appeal to some women out there too. I know when my wife first smelled it, she was pretty intrigued by it too. So, without further ado, I wish you all the best, and happy shaving.